Are you looking for new construction on the beautiful Treasure Coast? Let's talk about Avila. Yes, we are looking at new construction, townhomes and villas. Stay tuned. Hi, my name is Natalia Reinhardt, Realtor with eXp Realty, your host of the Treasure Coast, and I talk about where to eat, where to live, and where to play. And if you want to stay in tune with the area, then subscribe. I post videos on the regular. I always like to mention that when it comes to new construction, you can absolutely use an agent. Also note, the buyer does not pay the agent's commission. The builder does. Don't be afraid to call me. Feel free to call or text me. I would love to help you out. Location, location, location. That's what we're going to touch on right now. Why? Because it matters, right? We know that you can't change the location of the home, so you have to be comfortable with it. When it comes to Avila, the community is located in Martin County. Martin County has a property tax rate that you should take note of 1.6%-ish as of this video. So you can estimate the home price, whatever the home price is, times 1.6%, and you have more or less the taxes for that property. Again, as of this video, things always change. That's my disclaimer. It is located in beautiful Jensen Beach. It is a small town. I'm surprised that it's still small, but it is. The thing that works to its advantage is there's lots of stores, lots of shopping and dining. But then it still feels small and quaint in many parts of it. And so if you want more information on Jensen Beach, the pros and the cons, then feel free to look at this video. It'll definitely help you out. And Avila, it's located right off of US 1 behind Chick-fil-A and Wawa. So you're not on the actual US 1 road. You are behind the Wawa and the Chick-fil-A. Now let's get into the details of Avila. Avila is a gated community with a simple call box. So it's not a manned gate, it's just a simple call box. And it is built by the Mattamy builder here. If you know about Mattamy, they're solid, it's great. When it comes to their product, you can trust them, and they have the typical warranty of 1 to 10. Now, when it comes down to Mattamy, they keep building around here. It's a hot spot for them. So if you really do like Mattamy as a builder, there's many other choices that I can help you with. This community is more on the simple boutique side. It will have 169 homes. It has 7 different floor plans. It comes with a pool and a cabana. You will either be in a villa or in a townhome. Their villas are 2 stories. Some people say villas are 1 story, not theirs. It's 2 stories, so keep it in mind. So the difference for them is if you have a villa, then you only share 1 wall. So it'll only be 2 units under 1 roof, versus a townhome, you can have, 2, 3, 4 units under 1 roof. Let's get to the numbers. When it comes to the prices, you're looking at a range between the 400s to the 600s. At the time of this video, the villas are around the low 500s versus the townhomes are starting around 455,000. So just keep it in mind, the highest so far has been in the low 600s, like 603. When it comes to this price range, 400,000 to 600,000 for a new construction home, it is hard to find this price range for new construction in Martin County. The trend that I've seen for Martin County is that most of these new construction homes are villas or townhomes. They have 2 stories, pretty much all of them. Very few, if any, are 1 stories. Keep that in mind. If you really want something that's 1 story, you might have to look at, say, Lucie or Indian River County for new construction 1 story. Let's take a look at the map. I want us to really understand the area it's in, so still kind of going back on location, and seeing that when it comes to the location of this gated community, you will have a preserve nearby. And that's a benefit because that also tells you that there's not going to be much construction happening. They kind of found a nook behind the Wawa, behind the Chick-fil-A on a major road without being on a major road. Something to consider. And they do have a wall. So you'll have this perimeter of the preserve in like on the north side, and then you'll have the Wawa and the Chick-fil-A and who knows what else that's going to be constructed. But the wall, they have a concrete wall blocking that. And so when you're looking at which townhome or villa to choose from, obviously the view might matter. And you might want to get in on it as soon as possible to get maybe on the preserve side if you don't want to see the Chick-fil-A or the Wawa. Let's look at some of the home features. Here we're seeing that it's a coastal vibe when it comes to the exterior features. You do have a concrete block structure, so it is CBS, and it's CBS on both the bottom and top floor. Not all new builds have the top floor as CBS, so this is a huge differentiation, or this is a huge feature that makes them different. Their ceilings are more than 9 feet. It's like 9.4 feet. And that also includes the second floor. They tend to shrink the second floor, and not in this case. They are more than 9 feet. First floors will have the ceramic tile flooring, while the second floors will have carpet. They will have impact windows and doors, including of course the sliders and the front door. These buildings will also have rain gutters. I know you think it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal. Most new construction would not add that. It's usually an upgrade that you would have to order. It's included. It has granite countertops for both kitchen and bathrooms, Whirlpool appliances. Now, keep in mind, they do not include the fridge and washer and dryer. And this is where you have to take note. Another big deal. Although it's new construction, people typically think, hey, I get to design the inside, pick out the colors, right? Not here. This particular community will only provide move-in ready homes or quick move-in ready homes. And what that means is you're not picking anything out. They're doing the design, the builder is. You're just going to maybe choose, hey, I want that plot or that floor plan, and that's it. Pros and cons to that. Some people want control over the color schemes. Other people think that's great. But what you should be ready for is the home will be ready within 30 days, maybe 60 days. So if it's a quick move-in ready home, expect about 60 days for it to close on the home. You will not be waiting for new construction that will take 8 months. Unless if you're, I guess, waiting for a particular plot. But we can always talk about that. When you're touring these homes, what you see is what you get. The only two differences that one home might have versus another is the sink. Instead of it being two-sided, it might have one, complete farmhouse sink or not. And then you'll also be looking at the cabinets. Some cabinets will not have the trim above, on the uppers. Very small differences, but that's pretty much it. Everything else is what you see is what you get. One of the other features I do love about this home, which is not typically included, is usually an upgrade, is having a smart thermostat. So a Wi-Fi enabled smart thermostat. That makes a difference in my life. It does. It's great. And it has an in-wall unit for pest control. So if you don't want to really spray the inside of your home, whether because of kids or pets, you can have that in-wall pest system, and it's effective. Let's now talk about the HOA. When it comes to the HOA, they're keeping it simple because again, it's more of a boutique style of a gated community. As of this video, the HOA is $199 per month. That includes the lawn maintenance, the gated community, the pool with the cabana, common area maintenance, obviously. And although they don't say it, I really hope it covers also reserves. I would think so, but it doesn't list it. So keep that in mind, it doesn't list it. I would hope that they would include it. The HOA here does allow rentals. First of all, you do have a waiting period of 1 year before you can rent it out. And then you have up to 3 rentals per year. So no true Airbnbs over the weekend or only a week-long stuff. It's not gonna happen in this gated community. However, you could plan for long-term seasonal rentals, 3 months, 6 months, that kind of thing. So up to 3 rentals for the year. I hope this video helped you out, and if it did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, if you would like to schedule a discovery call, please click on the link below. My name is Natalia Reinhardt, your host of the Treasure Coast, and I will see you around town.